Thank you and welcome to Benin City. We are now being joined on the news at 10 by the resident electoral commissioner of INEC in Edo State, Dr. Johnson Alalibo. Thank you so much, Dr. Alalibo, for joining us on the news at 10.
Thank you, Sheil.
Let me begin by asking you, it's just a few hours before the opening of poll tomorrow. The last time we spoke to you, you said transportation of materials were ongoing. As of now, what is the latest?
The latest is that we have activated all our rack centers, and materials are moving. We have sorted out all the materials at the rack centers, batched them to units and voting points, and waiting for dawn for these materials to move to the polling units. And we expect that by 6-7 a.m., all the materials would have been at their various polling units.
There being heavy rainfall in Benin City today, has that affected your movement and your plans or preparations in any way?
For now, no, because except the good thing is that all the materials were moved yesterday to the LGAs. And of course, because they arrived at the LGAs early yesterday, before the rain starts, around 6 p.m., all the materials were already in the rack centers. And you could see the rain stopped about 2 hours ago, so there is no problem. We have not had any reports from the field that the rain disturbed movement of materials.
Tell us about the Z-Pad. A lot of people will be looking forward to how that operates tomorrow. We know there is a portal in which the results are supposed to be collated digitally. Is the portal ready, and how can people access the portal?
Yes, the Z-Pad was to be used for two functions. One of which was to do double authentication of the accreditation process. Now, it was test run in the state constituency election in Nasarawa State. There were some hitches, and we have been advised that we have to correct those issues before we test run it again for this major state governorship election. However, we are still retaining the second flank of the use. The second flank is that we are going to snap the unit results. After snapping, it will be sent to the portal where so many Nigerians will view it live, on time and real time. Thank you.
Is the portal active now?
Very active.
Do you have the information about the portal, if you can share it with Nigerians?
Yes, it's within the kits. It's within the kits. It can be circulated. Before you leave, I'm going to give you a copy of that kit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let us also look at the larger picture of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is the first major off-season election for INEC within this period. Should any voter not able to have a face mask, is INEC open to provide a face mask, not to disenfranchise any voter tomorrow?
That is the protocol. Upon the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, and the time for our INEC, given the time for the election, INEC on its wisdom developed a guideline called conducting election under the context of COVID-19. And this guideline contains several health measures to halt the spread of COVID-19 in those states for us conducting election under this pandemic. And one of the first items on that guideline, in line with the Presidential Committee on COVID-19, Presidential Task Force, one of the first compulsory item on that guideline is that every voter must wear face masks.
So it's compulsory?
It's compulsory.
So people must come with it?
Yes, both the personnel and the voters. And for we in the INEC, we have already been supplied the face masks for our personnel.
All right.
Voters are expected to get their own marks. But mind you, it is not, INEC is not emphasizing that it must be a surgical marks.
Okay. All right. It must
You
just
must-
be a face covering.
a face covering.
We must leave it at that. Dr. Johnson Alalibo, Rec of INEC in Edo State, thank you so much, and we wish INEC the very best in tomorrow's election.
Thank you very much. I will give you the kits,
All right. No problem.
the booklet that contains our information kits,
Thank you so much.
with which all the information you need about this election is contained.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Dr.
very much.
Alalibo.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And it's back to you now, Ijoma.